I once asked Mike Holmgren when he was coaching the Green Bay Packers, Mike, I really want to do a story on a week in the life of a football team. But the only way I can do it is if you allow me access to everything. If I could see everything, if I could see team meetings, if I could go into the trainer's room, if I could go home with players after the thing. And so at the time, Holmgren had a little bit of an issue with the national media because they were this rising star of a team, and Mike was this rising star of a coach, and they were stuck out in Green Bay, and people weren't really paying much attention to him. So he said, come in, I'll give you the run of the place. And I went in, and so I'm following him every day and having a good time and watching Favre fall asleep in quarterback meetings. Just seeing everything and, getting ready. I'm going to write a really fun story. And so on Thursday afternoon, Holmgren comes up to me and he goes, listen, you're going to see something right now that I guarantee you will be in your story. I said, okay. And he goes, just sit in the corner. I'm going to have a meeting with a couple of my guys, 2 running backs, Travis Jervey and LaShawn Johnson. And LaShawn Johnson, you might know, or Travis Jervey, you might know. He's a Citadel guy. But anyway, so he said, okay, just sit there and watch. And so I'm sitting in the back of the room. And I thought he was going to bring him in and say, okay, guys, we're playing the Vikings this week. And let me tell you something. You 2 guys are the key to the game plan. And we are going to throw the ball to you early and often. And Johnson, I know you haven't played much this year, but be ready. You're going to gain 100 yards. And I'm saying, oh, boy, this is going to be good stuff. So he brings those guys in. And first words he says is, hey, what are you guys keeping in your apartment? And they said, what do you mean, Coach? What is living in your apartment? And Jervey very sheepishly says, a lion. Now, in Green Bay, Wisconsin, you'd think of it as it's in the wilds, but these guys live in a 1-bedroom apartment about 3 blocks from Lambeau Field, and they were keeping a lion in the apartment. So, and, I didn't think anything of it, but Jervey had a huge, not a scratch. He had a bandage on it, and Holmgren ordered him to sort of take the bandage off and look at it. And I mean, he actually, it had drawn blood, and so he goes, what's that from? He goes, oh, the lion and me were wrestling. So he goes, all right, guys, what possibly made you think that you could keep a lion in your apartment? Well, Coach, we got a little bored one day, and a friend of mine raises lions in Oklahoma. This is Johnson talking. And so we decided that we were going to see if we could order one of the lions. And it was just a cub, so, we didn't think it was any problem. And so he said, you guys will get rid of the lion by Monday. If you don't get rid of the lion by Monday, you won't have a job in the National Football League anymore. Well, Coach, wait. If the lion is not gotten rid of by Monday, you will never work in the NFL again, because I will tell every coach who ever calls me for a recommendation that you were both out of your mind. And you tried to own a wild animal in a 1-bedroom apartment in Wisconsin. So they walked out of the room, and, Holmgren knew they were going to get rid of the lion, even though he was going to send his security guy over there on Monday to make sure the lion was gone. And he knew they were going to get rid of the lion, and he goes, in 3 days, we're playing for the NFC Central, that's what it was at the time. We're playing for the NFC Central division lead against our arch rivals, the Minnesota Vikings. And I just had to spend 20 minutes with 2 guys telling them they couldn't have a lion. You want to know what being a coach in the NFL is like? That's what being a coach in the NFL is like.